Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am now entering my 4th week of school, aka I'm about to finish my first month of my senior year. And to be completely honest with you guys, I am like ready to be done already. I feel like we all kind of feel this way after like the first day or few days of school. We're already just kind of tired of it and just want to get back to summer. But we got to keep the motivation going. We got to stay productive. Especially for me, I'm in my senior year. Like I want to still be enjoying my year and not just have to be sad because I'm in school, if that makes sense. So I figured this would be the perfect time to film this video and talk about school with you guys. And so today I'm going to tell you guys how I romanticize school. And obviously this can look different for everyone, but just to give you guys the overall gist, romanticizing school for me just means having a more positive mindset towards school and making it more aesthetic, fun, and just better than it actually is, if that makes sense. So for me, it's split into like 5 different steps: my environment, supplies, outfits, productivity, and making time for myself, friends, and family. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing all of those things and just showing you guys how I make school better for myself. And I encourage you guys to try and like consider some of the things that I'm talking about because they truly do make school a lot more fun and enjoyable for me, and I would love for that to happen for you guys as well. Okay, let's talk environment. By environment, I literally just mean like everywhere that you're doing school should be a good place for you to be, if that makes sense. So for example, your bedroom. What happens for me is when my room gets very cluttered, messy, unorganized, my whole just like mental health and like emotions tend to just go downhill, which obviously just affects like my overall mindset and performance at school. So step 1 for me is to have a clean room. And I'm gonna be so real with you guys. The first 3 weeks of school, my room was not clean like whatsoever. And I just did a deep clean the other day and I have felt so much better. So have a clean room. Also, if you have like a desk or like workspace at your house, try to have that clean and organized as well. A lot of the times I tend to just throw things on my desk when my room starts to get messy and then I don't have like a nice workspace to just work, and that does not help me at all. Also, I just love like the look of having a clean desk. Like it honestly kind of invites me to want to do my work there. So having a clean desk is just a key to success, and that rhymes. Another thing I want to mention is like switching up your study environments. Obviously it's good to like dedicate a space to be like your school space or like your homework space, such as your desk in your room. But eventually what I found is I just get tired of being in that space, and honestly like it becomes like a negative space because I'm like, oh, I have to do my work here. Like it's not positive anymore. So what I like to do is just switch it around. Sometimes I'll work at my desk in my room, sometimes my bed, which does not help productivity a lot of the times, but it's comfy. Sometimes I'll work in my kitchen or Starbucks, coffee shop, cafe, like just finding different places to study and switch it around every once in a while. It's nice to switch up your scenery. You never know, you might find like a place you really like to work at. Next, I want to talk about school supplies. I know you guys are probably watching me and being like, aesthetic school supplies like doesn't matter as long as it's functional, like you don't need the aesthetic school supplies. While that is true, for me, having cute school supplies in some sort of form really does help me see school in a better light. Obviously, you do not need to go out and buy expensive, cute, like fancy school supplies, but just having some supplies that make you feel happy to like use and look at, such as getting like the color notebooks that you like or folders, or getting a cute planner, getting some fun colorful pens, highlighters, something like that, just to make you feel more motivated to use your supplies and like, I don't know, makes it more fun. For me personally, I love like color. If I'm annotating or like using highlighters or pens, like I just love using a ton of color. It makes me feel so happy. So I always prioritize making sure I have like a bunch of different colors to use. Another thing with your supplies is to make sure it is like functional. There are super cute supplies, but some really cute pieces of supplies are actually not like very functional, and sometimes things don't work out in the way you might think. Like you might get a binder, for example, that it's super cute, very organized, but then it doesn't end up like aligning with your organizational methods for that year, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But, like some years a binder works better and like a folder works better. Other years for me, it kind of just depends. So making sure that you have supplies that really increase your productivity by being just very functional for you is important. Obviously, you're gonna want to stay organized with your supplies, so making sure you're buying things that will keep you organized. Originally, I just bought a folder for each of my classes and thought that was enough, but going into my 4th week of school, I found out that for my AP Gov class, I'm gonna need a binder. We have so many handouts that are also like for different uses, and just I'm gonna need to organize it much better than just shoving it all in a folder. So literally later today, I'm gonna go out and buy a new binder for that. but just kind of finding out what your organization methods are and working towards that, I guess, with the supplies that you get, and just figuring out what's best for you overall, because obviously everyone is different. Some people really like having just like one big binder for all your classes and like a divider for each. Some people like having like individual folders or like a file folder. Literally just figuring out what works best for you. Hey guys, I wanted to pop in and talk to you guys about today's video sponsor, which is Pair Eyewear. Thank you so much to Pair for sponsoring today's video. I've worked with Pair a few times now and I love working with them. Pair is a eyewear company where you guys can buy various types of eyewear with different customizable frames. Basically how it works is you choose a base frame and then you can buy a bunch of different like top frames to customize different looks. For example, I have the crystal clear Reese base frames. This is what they look like. Super cute. I personally do not need a prescription in glasses, so I got the blue light ones, which are so convenient for me because I'm always on a laptop, iPad, phone, just like a screen a lot of the time for school and for work. So having blue light glasses to help protect my eyes is just so helpful and convenient every day. And then I have just a bunch of like top frames to add a different look to them. I have like 3 different like solid colored ones. So we have black, green, and then like a darker navy blue. But my absolute favorite top frame that I use almost every single day is the tortoise one. And basically how these top frames work is you just take it, line it up with your glasses, and let it click on. It literally just connects on magnetically and it fits on perfectly, super secure, and yet it transforms your glasses into a whole new pair. It is so fun. I honestly love switching these out every once in a while when I'm like studying and stuff, but it just allows you to have a bunch of different pairs of glasses all in one. Their website is so easy to use. You just go on there, scroll through their base frames, choose the one you like, and they actually have a cool feature which allows you to digitally try them on and see how they would look on your face. Once you choose the base frame and the color that you want, then you go through and customize the rest of it like if you have a prescription, and then go through and choose whatever top frames you want to buy along with it. The process is so easy and the glasses are very affordable, and I would highly suggest them to literally everyone. If you guys are interested in checking them out, feel free to use my discount code Darland15 for 15% off. They are linked in my description down below, and again, I would highly suggest you go check them out. Thank you again to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to the video. Outfits are one of the biggest things that make me like excited to go to school. This may not be the same for everyone, but for me what often happens is in the first few weeks of school, I am really just like on it with my outfits. Like every single day I pick out a cute outfit. I really like it. I don't really wear sweats that often. Like I'm leaning more towards jeans and stuff. But then like a month or a little bit into the year, I'm just like done. Like I don't even try on makeup anymore. Like I just wear sweats. I just like don't care. And I feel like that kind of just brings my mood down because I just like don't care. But like if I have a cute outfit, then I get more excited to wear it, therefore more excited to go to school. So I am trying my best this year to like wear better outfits longer into the school year. And it doesn't have to be like a cute dress or skirt or anything. Like I literally just wear jeans and like a cute top or like a baby tee or something like that. It has been so incredibly hot in Southern California for my first month of school. Literally this past week it was 100 degrees every single day, and we have an outdoor campus, so literally everyone was wearing like tank top shorts. It was so bad. I really just want the fall weather to come so that I can wear cute little like sweaters and stuff, but for now I'm low-key still wearing summer outfits. But yeah, just having outfits and clothes that you think are fun and cute, sticking to your own style. I know a lot of the times at school you want to kind of fit in and like wear what other people are wearing to be like trendy and whatever, but obviously wearing what you like makes you the most happy inside, and at school no one really cares like what you wear. I would just wear what makes you feel confident and also comfortable. Productivity is so important to have like a good school year. If you're not productive and not getting your stuff done, you're obviously gonna fall back, slack off a little bit. When I am not productive in like my school realm of life, I do not feel as good because I know I can be productive, but I'm like choosing not to. Some things that I would just suggest to like stay productive is to have a way to organize everything in your life and just stay on top of things. For me, that is having like a planner and like a desk calendar, and also utilizing my calendar on my phone. Just having a system to organize everything in your life, like not just assignments, but also events and things you have going on. It is the worst feeling when you like save something to do later, but then find out you don't actually have time to do it because you're like occupied with something else. So making sure you have like everything organized and you know when things are happening and when things are due. Kind of connecting back to what I said about like your environment, having a good place to study and work. I know a lot of us like to study in our bed, me included, but at least for me, it does not always work for productivity because it's just such a comfy place, and obviously that's where you like to lounge, where you like to sleep. So bringing like school over there isn't always the best idea. What happens for me is if I'm sitting at my desk for a while doing work and I just need like a break, I I tend to move like my last few assignments and to do in my bed just to like, I don't know, feel comfy for the rest of it, but it isn't always the most productive. So just make sure you have a good productive space to work at and you utilize it. Get your priorities straight. I struggle so much with just like time management and priorities. I would say I am a big like schoolgirl. Like I like to put a lot of time and effort into what I do at school. I like to make sure that I feel good about my performance at school, but also when it comes to being social and also working on YouTube, I tend to struggle with like, do I do my homework right now? Do I make a video? Do I go out with my friends, my family? Like I'm so bad at that, and it has been one of my biggest goals over the past like year to improve. But making sure you just have your priorities straight when it comes to one of those times when you have to make a decision on if you're gonna go out with your friends or if you're gonna work on a school project or if you're gonna go to work. Knowing your priorities will really help with that. There's been so many times where I've chosen to go hang out with my friends and then I'm like there and I'm like, I really didn't need to be here. Like I could just have done a YouTube video or I could have done my homework. But then there's also been times where I've been like, I need to do this assignment like right now, and then I miss out on having like dinner with my family. Stuff like that. Just make sure you're kind of thinking over your priorities before you make like a decision. Lastly, put effort into what you do. I feel like there's a difference between just like getting things done and actually being productive, specifically when you're doing assignments that require like reading or like actual studying. If you are doing like your homework or you're doing schoolwork and you're just simply doing it to get it done, that's not necessarily being productive because you're not retaining anything that you're doing, and in the long run it's not going to help you. Like if you go to a test, you're not going to know the information because you just like googled the answers or copied someone or like whatever. Taking the time and effort to do your stuff will really benefit you in the long run, and at least for me it makes me feel better when I'm done doing it, if that makes sense. Like if I have to read for my English class, if I'm just like skimming over it and then I finish it and I don't know what I just read, it makes me feel not productive because I feel like I just wasted that time when I could have actually read on a more deeper level and understood it and been more prepared for school, if that makes sense. So making sure you're putting your time and effort into your work will make you feel better about like your performance and just school in general, at least for me. Okay, lastly, I like touched on this in my productivity section, but making time for your friends and family, but also yourself, is so important for making school more enjoyable. I know when school gets stressful, it feels like it is the most important thing in your life, but at the end of the day, you are the most important thing in your life. Your mental health, your well-being, it is so much more important, and I feel like this is something that I need to kind of focus on a lot more. But making time for yourself to do like something that you like self-care or going on a walk, going to the gym, like making time for yourself is so important, and it'll make getting through the school year a lot easier. And I understand like everyone has such busy schedules, but literally just carving out like 30 minutes to an hour, it doesn't even have to be daily, but at least a few times a week to do something for yourself. That could even be like taking a nap or scrolling on TikTok for a little bit. Something to just like relax your mind, relax your body, and just, I don't know, enjoy your own company for a little bit. It feels so nice. At the same time, it is important to have a social life, in my opinion. That does not mean you have to be going out every single night or always be out of the house doing things. Like having that balance between friends and family is important, and making sure like you're having dinner with your family or hanging out with your friends at least like once a week or something. Maybe even doing like a study session with your friends. Just like being able to have that social interaction and time with your family throughout each week during the school year is very important. I don't know how else to like word it. I feel like I'm saying that for everything, but like it kind of takes your mind off of like the stresses of school, and it gives you things to like look forward to as well. Above all, I do want to emphasize making time for yourself and self-care. If you're like me at all and you struggle with a little bit of stress and mental health and burnout and all that stuff during the school year, making some time for yourself, maybe taking a whole day like on the weekend for yourself, will make you feel a lot better, and also will just make school a lot better for yourself. So yeah, that's what I would recommend. And I believe that concludes today's video. Those are just some of the ways that I choose to romanticize school, make it more enjoyable for myself. I hope this helps some of you guys, especially as we're getting like into the school year. I don't know, for me, I'm already like a month in, but for some of you, you might have just started. I hope you guys all have such a great school year, and I cannot wait for the school year and just this entire journey with you guys. If you have any video suggestions for this upcoming like fall / like a little bit of winter season, or just like school overall, comment your video ideas down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell down below to be notified whenever I post. I'm trying to post once a week. With school, it gets a little stressful. I hopefully will get a video out to you guys every week or so. Not on a specific day or time, but just when I have a video ready. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!